I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I don't even know if this is going to be possible. It's been nearly 13 years since Minecraft officially released, and in that time it's gone through 22 new versions, all adding something new and unique to the game. In fact, if you started playing Minecraft from the first version right now and slowly updated it over time, you would see your world slowly evolve with new biomes, animals, and all kinds of new features. But what if you was to go backwards? Let's say you started a world in the latest version of Minecraft 1.21, and over time you slowly downgraded that world to 1.0. Well, firstly, Minecraft strongly advises you don't do that, warning of corruptions and dragons, weirdly enough. But just how far can you go before that corruption takes place? I asked a simple question in this video: can you survive 100 days in hardcore Minecraft if every 5 days the world downgrades to the previous version? Like, sub, look good while doing it, and back to live Haven. But we're willing to give it a go. Well, at least that sentence will make sense if I plan it out properly with the live thingamabob. A bit of a cold, by the way, if it's not incredibly obvious. But here is the long and short of it. Right now, we're currently doing 1.21.1, which literally came out like yesterday, I believe. And on day 5, we're going to downgrade that to 1.20, and we're going to then just keep downgrading until we reach 1.0. This will either go one of two ways. Either by the end of this, we'll have a incredibly broken 100 days world, which will be kind of fun to see, or we just won't get to day 100 because the world will corrupt. And in either scenario, I think that sounds kind of fun. So after getting the basics, you know, stone, tools, more wood, food, including sheep, I headed out looking for a home. Found a broken nether portal, which got me a free golden hat. I guess that's cool. It took me a full day of traveling to find a nice plains and another smaller portal, which, nothing good here. Anyway, I think it is time to set up shop. I planted some seeds, chopped some more wood, and started working on a little shack. We'll need to get a bit of cobble, so why don't we go ahead and do that? So, to be 100% honest, I'm pretty much just wanting to build a basic shack just to start off with. And again, it's not, I'm not planning to make it super nice. I just want to build something like this because I really want to see what happens to a build if I just leave it for, you know, however long that I'm in this world for, if that makes sense. Like, obviously it's a normal house right now, but is it going to be a normal house in who knows how many updates to get to that point, if that makes sense. I mean, this is admittedly half a experiment as much as it is a 100 days video. I don't think I'm going to make it to day 100. I really don't expect that to be the case. Like, I imagine it's going to get to maybe the lower versions, like 1.4, and I just think the world's going to be too messed up by then to continue. Now, I could be wrong. I absolutely could be wrong. But let me put it like this. If the title says, I survived 100 days, then you know that I did fine. If the title says, can I survive 100 days? Then you know that stuff's going to go very bad very quickly. A little bit of a spoiler there for you, I know. You know, we'll see what happens. I'm very interested to see. And the roof is done. Just need to get myself a bit of sand, get some glass, and perfect. It is a house. By technical definition, it is a house. Found a ravine on day 4. Hopefully I get some iron. Oh, a solid 3. Great. Caves around here weren't fantastic. I had to go into about 3 different caves before I actually found a decent cave with a little bit more iron in. Not gonna lie, should be dead. At least I got a decent amount of iron at this point. Now, I'm gonna be 100% honest with you. I don't really expect too much to change for the early versions. I think the big change will potentially after 1.18, because that's when the cave changed. But for now, I'm gonna make a nice little chest plate, slap that bad boy on, and I will see you in version 1.20. And welcome to 1.20. Now, the first thing that I've noticed pretty much straight away is that my inventory has completely wiped. Oh, also my furnaces have gone. This furnace looks like it's permanently cooking. House is still intact, by the way. So, yeah, I really didn't expect to basically already be put at a deficit, to already lose all of my inventory. But apparently I have, which is definitely concerning. I think it might not be a bad idea to store some stuff in a chest. Looking at that again, if the furnace is completely wiped, there's a very high chance that the chest will also wipe, so it might be pointless. There is absolutely a hypothetical situation where every single 5 days I basically there. I hope that's not the case, but I guess we'll see. So after getting some wood, again, I ended up being jump scared by a bee, as you do. I got a pen set up with some chickens in. I'm sure these these guys won't disappear. I am hungry though, so sorry Black Sheep, you really didn't have any wool. The rest of the day was just some mild pig slaughter, as you do, if you're a psychopath I guess. 32 porkies later on day 6, I'll never be trusted again. At least I have plenty of food. Right then, I went looking for the cave that I found earlier, but gave up and found this cave instead. It took me no time at all to replenish the iron that I had lost in the last world update, and with this mine shaft I found, I can excuse the mistake of forgetting to bring wood and just getting the wood from here, making a crafting table, and with that I can start cooking some iron. And so after suiting up on day 7, again, I went diamond hunting, and despite this giant dripstone cave, I found pretty much nothing. Well, that's a lie, I found some skeletons, but let's be honest for a second, they don't help nobody. It did get to day 8 at some point in the caves, don't know when, so we'll just say now, and I went even further down, and further down is when things started to get pretty good. I started to get a decent amount of diamonds, and honestly, I'm kind of understating how many diamonds I got here. Seriously, I'm just gonna let the clip play out and show you the fact that for whatever reason, this cave just had all of the diamonds right next to each other. Ended up with 18 diamonds just from this short 3-minute clip, which is just fantastic. Also, Diamond Mageddon wasn't even done yet because I found 4 more veins later. I ended up finishing with 28 diamonds, all from just this one area. I just couldn't believe it. Right, whilst I'm down here on day 9, let's get some obsidian. Can't believe that 4 days ago I had legitimately nothing and now just full diamond. Go Havenhand. That deserves a like and a sub if there ever did. And that was lame, I'm sorry. Anyway, I decided to go up, not because I was done caving, but I just decided that it'd probably be best to head back to the service in case my inventory resets again. Could you imagine being trapped at -50 with legitimately no inventory? Boy. Oh, a dog over here. Welcome to the team, buddy. And then a very cursed piece of sand. I really didn't expect things to get messed up this early, but here we are. Well, we're about to enter day 10. Which means we're going to drop down to 1.19. 100% honest with everybody. Kind of terrifying. Like the first time I downgraded, I lost a golden helmet. And not much really worthwhile. This time the stakes. There's actual like reason scared. I do, however, have a slight plan. I mean, the truth is, I'm probably gonna foreshadow myself a little bit. I actually think it was just a one-off. That I lost all my stuff like that. I mean, what we'll do is we'll split the diamonds like that. So I have it on me partly, and I also have it. And I'll do the same with the. I'll keep like half the stuff on me, and then half the stuff off of me. Right then. I don't know if this will work for the record, but I'm willing to at least try it. And this is kind of partially part of the experiment, so I'm going to have half on me and then half like next to me. Yeah, I mean, with 9 being done, it's time for another reset. And here we are in 1.19. You can tell by the absolutely disgusting background. What could possibly go wrong? I know what I'm doing. Oh, it's frozen on 20%. That's not good. That's really bad, actually. Oh, there you go. Okay. What we got? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Hey, look at that. Look at all this. It didn't reset all my items for this time for no particular reason. Right, what was I even doing? I guess I should probably pick up where I was and maybe go venture into the nether. So after quickly running out and grabbing some leather, I enchanted up. I have to admit, and it might be an unpopular opinion, but I'm quite happy to not lose everything that I had. Anyway, that bottle isn't gonna fix itself. Just need to get some flint for landing up, and there you go. And in we went on day 11. Now, there's not a whole lot in here, admittedly. Got some gas, I guess, but I mean, I dealt with them. And honestly, that was about it. I was hoping for a cheeky little nether fortress, but unfortunately, there isn't any here. At least until I checked out the warped forest over here, and right down there is a fortress. Hooray! Only took me a second to actually get to the fortress, and I'm hunting rabbits. And when I say rabbits, I mean blazes. Yeah, blazes. Again, I really don't know what day it is here, but at some point it turned to day 12. Let's just say now. Got a wither skull, which sure, why not? And I found a blaze spawner, which meant one thing, of course, blaze murder, as you do. 10 blaze rods later, then I think we're good to go. And again, I still don't know what day it was, but again, it turned to day 13. Let's just say it's day 13, where I got some endermen slaughtered. 16 ender pearls in total should easily be enough then. Right then, let's go home. At night. Really gotta sort out my food problem on day 14, so I think that'll be the plan for the day. Lots and lots and lots, and did I mention lots of murder? Also, there was a little bit of murder. Definitely joke about having all this meat inside of me. I just really can't put my finger on it, you know what I mean? Anyway, this is going well. And as you can tell, with the nightfall, on the night of 14, we're gonna take a quick nap. We're gonna move to day 15, and my assumption is we're about to break Minecraft. For the record, this is by far one of the scariest screens I will look at. That being said, I know what I'm doing. Just experimental settings that could stop working at any time. We cannot guarantee we'll load or work. Here be dragons. I know what I'm doing! Oh, man. This is going to be really embarrassing if I don't even make it past 1.18. Okay. Still have my inventory. Still got food cooking. But yeah, I guess we'll just keep going until, you know, the experiment ends. I decided to set up some farms at this point. So let's start with a little sugarcane farm. And after packing some stuff up in my inventory, I'm going to go villager hunting to see if I can get some carrots and potatoes. Ended up taking me 2 full days to find a village. Unfortunately, this village, despite the fact it wasn't a small village, I mean, it wasn't massive, you could just see that there's no farms here, which actually kind of blew me away a little bit. I've seen tiny villages with no farms before, but this is like the biggest village I think I've ever seen that actually hasn't got any farms of any kind. So yeah, that was a very disappointing day. There was a little bit of luck, however, on day 18. As I was heading back to base, I actually found a village that I must have missed along the way. And not only did this actually have farms, it also had carrots and potatoes for me. A whole 6 potatoes and 19 carrots later, and yeah, I think that's a good start if I do say so myself. I got back on day 19 with a very simple plan. I'm going to set up these farms. I very quickly got the farms down, slowly added a water layer around them to get them irrigated. Shout out to Spinosaurus HD for telling me the correct way to say what watered crops is, and though it may take a minute, I can safely say that my food situation is sorted for now. As the sun sets on 19, we're about to go to 20. The problem with being on day 20 is that we're about to drop from 1.18 to 1.19. And the problem with doing that is that I'm now about to lose the deep layer caves. That's when they were added in 1.18. And I think this could genuinely be the end of it. I would be very unsurprised if the world is corrupted. So what I'll do is I'll make just a copy of the world just to be safe, and we'll see what happens. Hey guys, did you know that downgrading the world is not supported? I've only been warned about that about 7 times already. It could cause corruptions, and please to make a backup. Now, I actually have made a backup this time because this point right here is the scariest to me because, like I say, there's a very high chance that this won't load, but I guess I know what I'm doing. I still know what I'm doing. Loading, that's a good start. Huh. Well, if it's not incredibly obvious, where's my quarters right now? Yeah, I'm in a completely... Does it still say day 20? It still says day 20. Everything I had is gone. Everything that was in my chest and everything is just disappeared. It's gone. The world has. It looks like the world has just reset. The only thing that survived is the chickens that was in my farm, my armor stand, and my dog. So I guess I don't know what to do now. Oh. Why are you growling? Actually, there is a temple up here, so I guess I'm just gonna make this home and you know, take what's underneath it. Temple will now be our new home as we try and figure out what the hell just happened. Hey, really happy that I spent 5 days looking for crops there. Great. Well, with another soft reset, I guess I'm just gonna make this temple my home. For the record, the loot down here really wasn't that great. Just some basic stuff, but I mean, I'll still take the saddle. And I did a little bit of work just to secure the temple the best I could. Just closing up the entrances so nothing can sneak up on me. Very smart, I know. After that, it was just a little bit of wood collecting, because fun fact, you actually need wood in Minecraft. I know it's gonna blow a lot of people's mind, and I know I just did this, but on day 21, I guess I can reset up the farm again. Also, I'll get these chickens back into the pen. It is a little bit frustrating knowing that I just did this and now I'm doing it again, but it's either do it again or starve. And I'm gonna be honest with you, who wants to see me starve? Who just said yes? I did head out a little bit on day 22. I wanted to get a horse because I have the saddle, and I just feel like having a friend now that I've lost a wolf would be a good idea. It didn't take too long to find a couple. The horse out here, for the record, really didn't want me, shaking his head all like, no, no, no. Also, there's a village over here. Now, why there's beef on the roof? You know what? None of my business. I was able to grab a couple of crops and then I fell into a ravine, you know, as you do. So I had to spend the rest of the day basically digging a staircase up to actually get the horse out of the ravine. It was a right faff for the record. He was so desperate to get out that he kept getting away. What a right faff this was. This is the horse's home, by the way. I mean, it is what it is. Anyway, on day 23, I know what you're thinking. Haven, just lost all that farm. Maybe it's a good idea to wait until after the update before you reset them up. Yep, of course, why not? Also, it wouldn't be an update, it'd be a down day. I think you get the point. But I'm sure I won't reset again. What are the chances of that? Hey, at least I got it done at this point. And my obsession with farms can't be tamed on day 24. I'm going back to the nether. Once I find a lava pool, that is. The goal was to get bone blocks from the nether, but by the time I found a lava pool, got the obsidian, and actually got into the nether, I was basically out of time. I also got poisoned too, which just hurt my feelings, you know? So I have a new strategy to deal with the potential of losing Schnitzel. And it's a strategy that I call the half and half. Basically, I want one of everything on my person that I actually want to like keep and stuff. If hypothetically I lose everything here, I at least still have carrots and potatoes, so I don't have to for the 5th time. But as we enter day 25, as the sun is setting, and this is the key word, I don't think that the world will reset again. Famous last words. Okay. This is a good start. Okay, well, I mean, I don't know what I expected. I don't know how to explain this one, but the world has reverted back 5 days. There's no explanation. I didn't even do a backup this time, but for some weird reason I'm back on day 20 with all the stuff that I had on day 20. Did I mess something up? I must have messed something up, right? I don't know if this is a glitch with my PC or what's happened here. For one reason or another, my world has just reverted back to day 20. I don't know why. I don't think that should have happened. And I'm not confident it was a 1.17 to 1.16 thing, but I guess I have to keep moving because I don't really have anything else to do. What I will do is momentarily cheat, and I have changed the day to day 25. But yeah, I guess we're just gonna have to pick up from here. Now I could set up in this village again just to potentially get reset at some point, but screw that. I think I'm gonna go kill the dragon. Well, maybe. For now, I have to find another lava source so I can go back to the nether again. However, at this point in the world, since the deep slate layer has gone, it means that I know at Y11 is where lava starts spawning. And it legitimately took me no time at all to find myself a pool. I wonder how many times I'll mine obsidian in this world. I'm hoping it's not too many. After a little bit of prep on day 26, I went into the nether. Now the goal was very simply to find a warped forest again. Since the nether update changes the nether literally next update, this will be the best chance for me to get ender pearls. So it was safe to say I was very pleased with the spawn. I was less pleased with the very painfully slow process of killing endermen. Seriously, I'm really missing my looting sword at this point. But we will get there, you know, eventually. A solid 30 minutes later and I finally got enough ender pearls. And there is a fortress right there, but I am a little concerned about time, whether I have enough time to get the blaze rods and get out. So I think it's best if I just leave the nether, well, at least for now. Though I'll put my hands up on day 20 and admit openly that I definitely gaffed up a little. I went around killing a bunch of animals to get even more food, but I may have forgot to write down the corners of my nether portal. Egg on my face, I know. It is fine though, I have an extra set of obsidian on me, and I do have a little bit more time before I go back into the nether, probably on the next update, so I'm just gonna grab a little bit more wood. I was getting the wood to actually set up a basic house again, but then I realized I'm probably just gonna lose the house, so why not just make a dirt house, make a little bit of a dirt shack? I mean, honestly, it's not that bad, let's be honest. And then on 29, again, to be 100% honest, not a lot happened here. I got some storage set up, I set up the portal again, and then I just sort of waited until... So if I was to make a prediction about what's about to happen, my honest guess is honestly not a lot. I mean, the nether's about to be reset, but that's about it. Point is, we're on day 29, we're about to hit day 30, which means we are about to hit the next downgrade. In theory, I could have got the blaze rods from this version of Minecraft, because there was that fortress right there. I just assumed that I wouldn't have enough time. I probably was wrong about that. The point is, we get to explore the new one, the old nether. How nifty. And, oh, for God's sake. The world's reset again. Oh, my word, are you having a laugh? I really didn't expect that one to reset any. The thing that's really ruffled my jam is the fact that I placed the nether portal, just planning to go straight into the nether. I'm gonna have to find more lava. But yeah, I guess the plan is now, we're gonna go to the nether, get the blaze rods, and then hopefully find the stronghold and kill the dragon. Hopefully being the key word. My prediction actually is I probably won't have it done in this update, but maybe, we'll see. Let's first things first, let's find a lava pool. Alright, the first goal is to get out of the mesa, which in theory sounds really simple. However, apparently I found the world's greatest mesa. Oh hey, at least there's another lava pool, so I guess I can mine obsidian again. And at night I found a savannah village, which was actually really good because I lost my bed in the transition of the world, as you do. Before I go back venturing into the nether on day 31, I did a little bit of work with villagers. Not to get anything too too overpowered just to mainly get arrows. And once I thought I had enough, I went back into the nether and my game crashed. Most surprising thing about it is that this is the first time my game has crashed in this entire process, but let me try that again and see what happens. And no. What's going on here? Okay, we may have a little problem here. Okay, I'm gonna try one more time. The interesting thing that's worth noting is that actually I still have the 10 obsidian, so the world is like reverted back to before I went in. Maybe it's like a fail-safe. I kind of expect to just crash straight away again. Yep, yeah, just crashed straight away again. Okay, so what are we going to do about this? The key and I will already notice something, that is that I'm currently in creative mode. I'd like to make it clear that this is a copy of the world that I'm currently in. This is the exact same world. Everything's exactly the same. The only difference is that the original world is no creative, whilst this is creative. I just want to check if this is going to fix anything. No, it doesn't. Okay, so we have soft locked ourselves out of the nether. That's unfortunate. So, one last plan that I'm going to do is I'm about to run away. So what I'm going to do is I'll run like 500 to 1,000 blocks this way, and then I'm going to reset up the nether portal. And what that should give me is a new nether spawn. Now, the chances of this being broken because of the spawn of the nether, I think, is very slim. Quite frankly, if this doesn't work, there's no real way for me to fix it. At least not in this version. I will keep trying in every version and just hope that it's a 1.15 thing rather than a 1.16 to 1.15 thing. To be honest with you, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get back into the nether. Is the nether broken, or was it just that one spot? Oh. Okay, I was in the exact same spot. I was legitimately in the exact same spot. And if you can't tell by the diamond sword slightly on the screen, the game has frozen again. There's something's happening in the nether that's just stopping me from actually playing Minecraft. So, yeah, I guess we're not going into the nether anytime soon. Isn't that fun? So after picking up the portal on day 32, I might need it again later, I went caving because I deserve diamond, well, just everything. And that's pretty much what I did for the next 3 days. Going through caves, many caves may I add, found a mineshaft at some point, but by the end, 12 diamonds to my name. That is enough for a helmet and some extra tools, which is, you know, nice. Hooray. Well, I was looking back for the village to set up shop again. Oh, actually, no, never mind. I thought that tree up there was a house, but I guess not. So I guess we're setting up right here in this little slot here. So I think other than the first time I ever reset, the only time that I've actually lost my anything in this world was basically when it wasn't in my inventory. Apparently having it in my inventory is like a safe space to go. That being said, we're done with 1.15. We're on day 35. So let's go check out 1.14. Okay. I think everything is still intact this time. We're now in 1.14.4, if anybody's interested, and it doesn't actually look like anything's changed. Now, admittedly, the changes between 1.14 and 1.15 were honestly non-existent. It was just the bees and the couple of tweaks to the behind-the-scenes kind of thing. The record, I still think it's one of the worst updates of all time, but that's just me. So I think the plan will be, we'll get some enchants set up, and I'm actually going to retry the nether again. You know what? We're going to try that right now. What could possibly go? If you can hear the kids screaming, by the way, I live next to a playground. I'm very sorry about that. All right, then. Can we, or can we not, go to the nether now? My money's on no for the record. The game has crashed. I didn't even get into the nether that time. Now, I don't know about you guys, but this sugarcane, yeah, it don't look right. Now, I collected the things needed to make an enchanting table. I may as well get what I can, but unfortunately, I forgot that, yeah, no lapis. It was my best move, not gonna lie. Anyway, on day 36 now, this might look like X-ray, but I assure you it isn't. I literally dug down and just perfectly found lapis just on the dig down. So, thank you, luck.exe, I guess. I enchanted all of my diamond stuff. Got some good enchants, considering it was just tier 1. And then, to be honest with you, after that, I felt a little bit lost. Just think of what you can do in Minecraft right now. You can build a home. Well, eventually my world is going to be reset. What about killing the bosses? Well, there's only really two, the Wither and the Ender Dragon, and both of them require the Nether, which I can't get access to. How about I just continue to build up my great gear? Well, I have full diamond, so I guess I could set up a level 30 enchanter, try and enchant my stuff. Here's hoping my inventory doesn't get reset again. Anyway, for the time being, I'm going to murder some cows. I got enough leather by day 37. Right, let's get some sugarcane. sugarcane. But for some reason, you see all that sugarcane? Yeah, me neither. For some weird reason, all the sugarcane in the world had just vanished. I don't know if that was just because of downgrading or if I was just getting unlucky, but there's literally none in the area. I did end up finding quite a few of it over here. There was also actually 2 temples over here, which honestly, neither of them had anything special apart from an efficiency 5 book. The efficiency 5 book, I'll definitely take that. If I have done the maths right, this should be the last sugarcane that I need, and if not, I'm going slightly over the sugarcane that I need. So, honestly, good timing. Simply because the sun is setting on this magnificent day in the most corrupted 100 days that you will ever see. 45 bucks, fantastic. If I lose my inventory this time, I'm going to be so depressed. I guess next up I'll have to get levels. A grindstone's a thing? I don't know if grindstones are a thing. Actually, wasn't they added in 1.14? When was grindstones added? Well, I mean, it's too late now because I have to reset the world in a second. Ooh, there was a second there when I pressed the play button and it didn't do anything and I got really scared. Oh, okay. We're in. Still day 40, so that's good. My inventory's still here. Grindstone, they're not a thing. What I'm going to have to do, I'm not kidding, is basically mine 24 new diamonds, then make a new set of full diamond armor because I can't level 30 this stuff because it all has enchants on it. Hey, Editor Haven, can you tell me when grindstones were added to the game? It's 1.14, wasn't it? Alright, then I guess we're going back to mine some more diamonds. Okay, my game crashed because I paused for a second. I wanted to add some notes to my script. That's all I was doing. I was putting notes on it. I pressed pause and the game crashed. Just to check again, I'm going to press pause. Okay. I can't pause the game. I physically can no longer pause the game. What is happening? Oh my god. I expected stuff like this to happen later, but not 1.13. Why is pausing what crashes the game? That's crazy. So it was back into the caves. The goal, of course, being to find some diamonds. I worked out that I need 27 in total. That's enough for a full set and an extra pickaxe. But whilst caving, another crash. Concerning, I know. Hey, at least I got 7 diamonds today. Still going on day 41. Of course, I get another crash. And to be honest with you, I pretty much think that's exactly how the caving trip went. But by day 43, I did actually have 27 diamonds that I wanted to, and I also reached 30 levels as well, which is quite nice. So to answer a question that I believe I asked at the start of this video is, at what point does the world become basically a pain to play? What? You can't be serious. Okay, well there's your answer. It's 1.13. You can tell by the crash again. And my furnaces have deleted themselves. So you know all the iron and food that I collected? They are all gone. Okay, unfortunate to say the least. If I've done my maths correctly, by the way, and I'm fairly confident I have, in that time between day 41 to now, which is day 44, there was 17 crashes. The crash we just saw was crash 17. I think we've got to the point where the game has realized, oh, you shouldn't be doing this, and is basically trying to stop me. I don't know how much further we're going to be able to play here, if I'm being 100% honest with you. There's another temple over there. And there he goes again. That was crash 18. Oh, it's so bad. It's so awfully bad. Oh my god. Oh no. Oh, we might be at the end game. That was another crash. That was what, 19, 20? I've lost count. Oh, I've lost my wood as well. Okay, so every time I do anything, the game just deletes it from my inventory. There's part of me that thinks maybe if I could just survive until day 4. Nope. Okay. I'm not gonna move. I'm just gonna sit right here. Where's the sun? There's the sun. We have to wait probably 5 minutes. I'm not going to do anything. I'm not going to eat. I'm not going to move. I'm not going to do anything. Doesn't matter. The game crashed anyway. So I have made a tactical decision. This is pretty much a last-ditch effort to try and save this 100 days. You can look at the bottom left corner down here. I'm in Minecraft 1.12.2, so I basically moved on from 1.13 to 1.12. Now, in theory, moving the version backwards should not fix it. This should not help. But I don't know, maybe something was happening there in 1.13 that was just ruining something. I don't know. We're basically getting to a point where the world is becoming unplayable, which is, honestly, something I actually expected a bit later. I thought that when we're going to get to, like, starting from maybe 1.7, this is where the world, this is where it's all falling apart. Okay, what do we got? Sun's moving, but the sun's moving really fast, actually. You know what? I may have actually fixed it. Why are you protection 5? I've lost all my enchant. This is weird. I'm actually all for it, but this is weird. We're still on day 44, by the way, so I actually did that a day early. I mean, I don't know. I'm all for it. I love how weird this is being. You can't put protection 5 on something, surely. Also, I just have 27 spare diamonds now. I got these diamonds to make the armor, but the armor just... Everything's just reset. I'm legitimately blown away by what's happening here. So, like, caves. Yeah, let's carry on getting that iron. Also, fun fact, this was the first monster I killed in this entire video. I mean, obviously, what do you guys think I've killed many before? No, don't be a fool. Didn't take me too long to get the iron that I needed. I actually had it the next day. Also, old swimming. I had to hate it. Out of all the things that I've lost so far, that one sucks the most. After cooking up all the iron, I tried to put the protection 5 book onto my chest plate, which gave me protection 4, which, I mean, to be fair, that does make sense. I mean, there is only protection 4 out there. I decided to push my luck a little bit on day 46, firstly by digging straight down, which, you know, never ends well, and after mining some more obsidian in the nether. Do you think I can get in there now? I was about to go and find out, but you want to see something that I haven't seen in so long? This is a chunk error. The whole chunk has basically been deleted from this world. My theory is that this chunk had something in it that just physically couldn't be there, so the world just deleted it. So yeah, it's just a little ominous, I guess. Anyway, I'm gonna go check into the nether, and surprisingly, it crashed. Except it didn't. I totally lied to you. I can't believe it, but I'm actually back into the nether. So, I expected glitches. I expected things to go wrong. I didn't even expect to necessarily make it super far into this world. What I didn't expect was chunk errors. And no, I'm not talking about the overworld one. I'm talking about this one. Look at it. It's ginormous. There it goes. What the hell is this? This is all just empty void. I could easily make it to the roof of the nether with little to no issue here. The more I play this, the more interesting it gets. Because my assumption is that all of this was like the new 1.16 biomes and they couldn't fix it, so they just deleted it. Finding a fortress though is going to be a pain. I'm going to skedaddle for now. I decided to head into the chunk area on day 47. Turns out I didn't have any lapis still, so why don't I go ahead and quickly fix that. I also picked up the diamonds that was in the chunk area as well. You know, it doesn't hurt to have. I still want to do those level 30 enchantments, but to do that I am going to need 45 levels in total actually. Oh boy, did that take a minute. At least I got the nether now, so I can go back in there and just start mining quartz. This has accidentally become a little bit of a race because I'm currently on day 49 and I've been on day 49 for a while now. The question is, am I going to get to day 50 first or am I going to get to 5 first? Because both of them are relatively close from what I can guess. The straight truth of it is that I really don't want to reset in the nether, like downgrade in the nether. I just think that's a recipe for disaster. So the plan is right now is to get to 45, then just leave the nether, and if it turns to 50 in that time, I'm fine to wait a little longer in this version and downgrade it. And this is 45. Cool. Right then, the portal is about 400 blocks away, so I guess we'll find out if we can get there in time. Bill 49 and we out. Oh, the sun is insane. Actually, we've timed this very well. I have a bed. I don't have a bed. I don't see any sheep either. All the cow. Look at all these cows, by the way. Cows there. Cows there. Cows there. There. But there's just every cow under the sun. And in we go to 111. Wow, straight in. Wow, that was like nothing. Nothing was a problem there. Hey guys, I took inventory for the first time. Fantastic, amazing. All right then. Well, another version down. Let's do some enchants. I was really confused that this enchanter was only giving me 28 levels. Like, I started counting bookshelves and everything, but I guess I just did it too early, or there was something going on because it fixed itself somehow. The best thing about doing these enchants for the record is that I'm basically stuck with them, so I don't have to worry about them too much. And all things considered, I got some pretty good stuff, except the fire enchantment right at the end. I really don't want fire enchantment. To be fair, the level 15 enchantment got me a protection 2 piece of armor, which honestly, that's not bad at all. After that, I mean, it was just cow slaughter. I mean, there's still a lot of them out there. My god, I need the food, okay? This was a good time. Cooking away on day 51. I won't be struggling for food anytime soon, that much is to be sure. Well, unless my inventory resets again. Right then, back into the nether. It's time to venture in here, probably for the last time in this 100 days, because I'm going to see if I can get myself some blaze rods again. Just need to find one of those pesky fortresses. I'm sure that won't be a problem. To be fair, it actually wasn't that bad. It was day 53, and I see one over there, and it actually turns out there's one connected right over here as well. As I got in, I started murdering all the mobs. Also, I was typing notes out here, and what the hell is going on with this lion effect? It's just weird. The good news was I actually found 2 blaze spawners pretty much next to each other, so it was really easy for me to get all the blaze rods that I needed. The only problem I actually had in here was, why is there so many wither skeletons? Like, there's so many wither skeletons over here. Did I nearly die fighting these wither skeletons? The question is, can you prove it? I mean, yeah, I know you're looking at the footage, but you can't really prove it, can you? We're fine anyway, moving on. So I did a little bit of a gaff up, let's say. Stopped recording momentarily. And I'm now leaving the Nether. The only thing you missed, which trust me was not really worth it, was me looking around the fortress to find Netherwart. As you can see by my inventory, yeah, no Netherwart, couldn't find any. So my theory is that the Netherwart room was deleted in the, when the world got deleted. We're now on day 55, which means we can now say goodbye to 1.11. And yet again, going in from 1.11 to 1.10, little to no issues. That being fair, I'm pretty sure the only differences was like, wasn't the 1.11 the Frostburn update? Maybe? I don't know. The point is, we are still doing fine. Like I said, I honestly expected to get to this point with little to no issues. We've had more issues than I expected. But for now, I'm gonna go on an adventure. Because I would like go and kill a dragon. So I think I'm starting to really learn the effects of slowly downgrading your world, because here we are, day 55. I'm not even moving that far away, maybe 1,000 blocks. And well, look at this massive chunk error. It's absolutely ginormous. All the way over there, all the way down here. Another crazy thing, this is not the big chunk error. Wait until you see this. This is absolutely ginormous. Look at it. Oh my word. Oof. I mean, I knew the world would get a bit dodgy, but I thought it would just... I feel like it stopped resetting like it did in the early times, like when I moved from the caves and cliffs update to before, or when I moved from the Nether before, where it just completely reset the world. And it's now just being like, we're just going to take what shouldn't be there and just delete it. That's kind of what's happening here. What's happening is, obviously, we still got to go this way to find the stronghold. The further I go, the more there is just chunk errors. And obviously, there's this. Wait until you see this one. This one, oof. I mean, look at this. Jeez, it's like its own personal Grand Canyon. I don't think I've ever seen anything like it in Minecraft before. I'm so happy that I was so nervous about doing this one because I didn't know if it would actually have any interesting effects. This is weird, man. I found the stronghold on day 56, and with the portal right here, I may as well just go straight in. I would like to point out that it's really weird that there's no sound effects happening here. And as I went in, I want to point out that this was actually kind of scary. May have forgotten that the dragon can delete water in this version, so yeah, I just don't have any water left. Want to know the worst part of this entire situation? It was right here. So my game just crashed, and when I got back into the game, the dragon was back to full health, so I had to go and fight it all the way through again. And just to add insult to injury, my god, when it turned invisible, ugh, screw that. I got it though, eventually, and my reward is the dragon. Oh, well, okay, never mind. I was back at the stronghold on day 57, went exploring for those libraries. I actually got quite a few good enchanted books, if I do say so myself. And then I headed to the actual surface just to actually work with those books. Now, if I was actually a bit smarter, I could have made myself an even better pickaxe than the one I ended up with. But all things considered, I think my gear is about as good as it could possibly be at this point. So, to be 100% honest with everybody, I'm kind of just killing some time because I'd love to get to 60 so I can move into 1.9. I'm kind of thinking of finding a nice spot back in the plains where I came from, where the Nether portal was, and just trying to set up a house again. And I know every single time I do that, it just ends badly for me. But I just feel like I'd like to do a building. So I think that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to find a new spot, and then once 1.9 hits, I'm going to see if I'm getting a nice house set up. That sounds nice. And back to the savannah I got. There's also another desert temple over here, so I think I'm just going to set up shop here again. I mean, living in desert temples is apparently just a running theme for this video. And after securing it and lighting it up on day 59, I headed out to get a little bit of wood. And of course, seeds. That's right, I'm doing it again! After getting a stack and setting up a farm, I set up the final Havenhand wheat farm. I'm sure this one will make it to day 100, surely. And as we make this farm for what feels like the 17th time, we say goodbye to version 1.10. Now, this is where I think things are going to start getting a bit interesting, because 1.9 and downwards, I feel like if we're ever gonna lose this world, it's gonna be coming in these next couple of updates. I mean, we're about to lose shields. That's the thing. This last one we're about to have a shield. On the chance that I don't lose this farm, I really want to set up a carrot and potato farm. Not because I'm that bothered about food. I think they added carrots and potatoes in 1.4. It'd be really interesting to see what happens to those farms if I change it before then, if that makes sense. But that being said, on day 60, we are officially done with 1.10. Okay, we're in 1.9. And again, everything seems okay. Again, I don't think really too much was added to 1.10 that would really affect the world massively. And oh my god, my farm actually survived. I never thought I'd see the day. Ooh, okay, you know what? That was on me. I was not paying attention. I mean, it's not like me to explode to creepers. I've never done that before. Anyway, I'm going to make this little area as homey as I can. And hopefully it won't disappear by the next update. Lucky for me, there is a very close villager over here, and so I was able to grab even more carrots and potatoes. And after a little bit of dirt digging, acacia wood chopping, and on day 61, I set up the farms for the umpteenth time. So yeah, I was just farming away. Not really much to say. I gotta stop making farms, man. Alright, all things considered, on day 62, I think things are going really well. So why don't we go ahead and mess it up? I decided it'd be a really good idea to set up a nether portal, go into the nether portal, and I realized that this was the original nether spawn from when I went to the nether a few days ago. And when I came back, I was in the original portal that I teleported in, and like the smart person that I was, I didn't write down the coordinates of the temple that I just set up shop in. So, you know, this was a very good moment for me. It was very great. Also, look at this chunk glitch. Yikes, it's absolutely massive. I'm not going to waste anybody's time here. It was day 64 by the time I found the temple again. And I made the incredibly smart decision to actually block off the portal so I don't accidentally go back in there. Yeah, I know, very good. So I'm very interested on what's about to happen next, to be honest with you. I think, to be fair, the shield's the only 1.9 thing that I've currently got. But one thing I do want to do is I really want to go back to the end, because I want to see if the end portal actually stays there or not, because it's just a bedrock and a portal, and I wonder if the bedrock will stay there. I mean, I expect a world reset at some point. I don't think this 1.9 to 1.8 will reset, but I guess we'll find out momentarily. Okay, that was pretty seamless, actually. It looks like everything went seamlessly. As you could tell, the shield has now gone and everything. Yet again, another seamless update. Is this bunny really big, or is that just me? That bunny looks ginormous. Am I wrong? Why are the bunnies so big? Were the bunnies just this big back in the day? You know, it's just someone in the comment section could tell me. Is the bunny meant to be this big? I don't think the bunny's meant to be this big. We're doing okay. My plan is to return back. Oh, I can block. Let's go. Return back to the stronghold and just to go into the end just to see if I can find, just to see if I can see the end portal thing. Because this is, like I say, as much as it's 100 days survival, it is also an experiment. So let's do that. So after getting back to the portal, it turns out the gateway is still here. Just without the gate, I suppose. Still, it is kind of cool to see here. And just like that, I am going home. And now that I am home on day 66, why don't I actually try and make this place into a home? I set up some chests for storage, actually set up the enchant table again. This basically summed up my day 66. Just adding little things to turn this temple as a place that I'm just sort of living into to actually a home with a couple of extras outside. Listen, it ain't much in the grand scheme of things, but it's really not worth putting the extra work into to just lose it in a couple of days, let's be honest. And so on day 67, after bone meal and some crops just to fill out the entire farm, I went over to the savannah to get some more wood. And that's when I noticed that this village over here looks a little odd. It turns out that the path blocks were added in 1.9, and so they were just adamantly deleted. Anyway, I'm going to set up some pens, got some animals to capture, I guess. And I began capturing those animals on day 68. I started by collecting some chickens, or well, at least try to. I may have forgotten how incredibly annoying it is to actually get some chickens over the water. Like, this entire process took all freaking day. The old versions of Minecraft suck when it comes to this. I ended up just leaving half of them, and I actually got a couple in, but still, it was just such an annoying process. And on day 69, I basically did the same thing again, except with cows. Now, I had 4 cows. I got to the bridge. Only 2 of them got over. I pretty much gave up straight away and just brought them back. At the end of the day, I have enough cows and chickens to now start breeding them. Eventually, I'll have a good amount of food. At least that's what I'm hoping. Let me tell you what's potentially about to happen here, because the update I'm currently on, which is 1.8, is the bountiful update, which had like non-cobblestone blocks, your andesite, your dorite. And after that, 1.7 is the update that had all the savannas and all those brand new biomes to really add a bunch of different biomes to Minecraft. Yeah, I'm about to lose all of that. I mean, to be fair, there's only a savanna near me, and I have used savanna wood here. Things are about to change very quickly for me. Over the next 10 days. Also, if I'm right, I'm pretty sure I'm about to lose the day count. I think the day counter started 1.8, so I'm going to have to start manually counting days, which is not going to be fun. No way. Are you serious? Oh my god. I've lost everything. Have I lost everything? I've lost everything. What do you mean? I didn't expect this to be a break. That is no way. Also, is this thunder? And the day counter's gone. This is the worst. This is an absolute disaster. So welcome to day 71. Also, I'm Steve. My skin is now gone. Well, let's assess the damage, I guess. The farms, they're still here, so we're fine for food. My fences have disappeared and replaced it with stone. I really didn't think I'd lose all my... I don't know why I would have lost my stuff. 1.8, what 1.8 added, I guess, was the lapis enchants. So that could potentially be why. So we can't keep the same enchants. But not all of my gear was enchanted. This is really sad. This is really sad. There's no point in me getting it again. Because let's be honest for a second. I'm probably just going to lose it all again. And even if I do, it's probably going to take me a good 20 days to get back to where I was. But yeah, I think, unfortunately, we're just going to have to see what we can do. Like I said, I will make it to day 100 no matter how little I have. And that is ultimately decided, but, oh man, I'm a little good at this time, I'll be honest with you lads. So after slowly building my gear back up on day 71, we are now back at the basic of basics. And at least I got a bucket. Hooray. Well, I guess it's time I should re-enter the cave, see if I get some more stuff, which I did on day 72. Quickly found a cave that had honestly a decent amount of iron in. Well, at least enough for me to get my full iron back. Made that full iron on day 73, by the way. And as I kept going to find myself some lava, the goal was pretty simple. I just want to get a couple of diamonds. And 2 days later, I don't need to worry about an enchant table because I already have one set up. So let's make a sword and a helmet. Why those specifically? Because I just think they look the nicest. I don't know. I will also pick up a little bit more iron whilst I'm down here. My reward for doing that, of course, is more diamonds. I mean, of course, yes. And so on day 74, after making some diamond boots and a diamond pickaxe, I began heading up. By the time I got to the surface, there was a lot of mobs up here. Don't know why, there just was. And though these enchants are pretty much nothing compared to what I had just a few days ago, it is technically something, and that is okay by the Havenhand standard. Considering that I had pretty much nothing 5 days ago, like gear-wise, I think I've done okay here. Don't get me wrong, I feel like there was potentially more that I could have got. If I lose it in the next one, I think I'm going to be done. That being said, I'm very interested for what's about to happen right now. Is when I go to sleep, this will technically be day 75. A lot of this world technically can't exist. My money is on the fact that this world won't exist. There's a very high chance I think this world will just reset. But hey, let's just remember the small world that was this 1.7 as we go to sleep one more time in it and see what happens next. No shot. No shot. The world hasn't reset at all. Oh my god. You can't be serious. What is this? Look at it. So what's the savannah? It's just transformed the savannah into a plains. And this is just now a giant plains with like hills that are supposed to be savannah hills. But what is the village now? The village must be destroyed. No, it's just replaced most of the village with oh, okay. Well, I take it back actually. The village looks decimated. There's just a chunk area in the middle of it. Just water now. Look at this. So yeah, I guess I was very wrong. Not only were we perfectly fine to sit in this world, nothing's crashed, nothing's corrupted, and I think I'm going to be safe until at least 1.4, because now 1.6 is just goes for the horses. 1.5 was just redstone, which I've done nothing with. I'm blown away at the fact that I'm still fine in this particular world. We haven't had a reset since day 20, day 25. That's crazy to me. Like my expectations for what was going to happen here completely broken. Alright then, well, I guess we, I don't know what I'm gonna do, I'll be honest with you, but we'll figure it out. What the hell's happened here? It's just a giant ocean. It's just a giant water pocket. Well, we're definitely gonna go explore over there at some point, but... yeah, this world, it's definitely something. It's definitely one of a kind, I'll tell you that much. So after sorting some stuff away, I noticed that this oak plank and this oak plank ain't the same. Of course, why would you think it was? Well, it's getting some more carrots. I was thinking if I should fix the farms over here, but I don't know. I think it looks kind of cool as it is. And after getting some wood, I decided to go coal hunting. 2 reasons. Number 1, I need coal. Shocking, I know. And secondly, I need levels. So it really was 2 birds with 1 stone. Things were going well on day 76. Thanks to redstone, the XP basically shot up as quick as possible, and even got a couple more diamonds as you do. We are getting there, just, you know, slowly. Still going on day 77, got even more diamonds, and there goes my water. Fantastic. 14 diamonds now, by the way, which is not too shabby, is it? And with these extra diamonds, it got me both to level 30 and 20 diamonds, which is honestly a very good day. And so I got full diamond yet again on day 78. Shall we do this? Shall we do a level 30 enchant pickaxe? Oh, we should. Oh, baby, look at that pickaxe. It's fantastic. Problem is, I can't really enchant the extra diamond pieces that I got. However, thanks to the god pickaxe I now have, it was very quickly back into the caves, mining a bit of coal to get the extra levels, and enchanting the armor that I had left. As I now enter day 79, I do technically have stuff to do, but I just don't want to do it in the sense that, well, let me put it like this. If I build a house and the world resets, I've wasted my time. I kind of have all the gear that I really want. I could technically go get max level, fully enchanted all, but that also seems like a waste because I'm probably going to lose my inventory again at some point. You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to like complain or sound like, oh, woe is me, my life is so hard and everything, but that's kind of where the mindset is at the moment. I just feel like I'm going in circles of building stuff up to lose it because the world downgrading, which I know is the point of this. Don't get me wrong. I'm not like trying to be like, oh, how come I keeping it up with these bad situations? We're now about to hit day 80 of this. All I can think of is, well, I could do this. Yeah, but what if I lose this? You know what I mean? That was the initial question: is could you survive? As a skill-based level, you can. It's not necessarily that hard. It's just a question of whether the game lets you, and that's ultimately what I'm wanting to find out now. Is if I were to keep going now, would the game let me? This is going to open up to a huge ocean. That's really cool if it does. It does. It opens up to a giant ocean. That's really, really cool. So yeah, as soon as this day comes and ends, we'll move it down to 1.5. Oh yeah, there's the clays are not a fit. Oh, actually, this could be very interesting. All clay will be gone, right? Yeah, look at that. That looks weird. Here's the real question about that, because there is a mesa over here. Well, from over here, this already looks very strange. What am I looking at? In case it's not incredibly obvious, these are floating dead bushes. This is where the mesa used to be. I really didn't think that much would change here, but is that a mineshaft over there? It is. Dungeon here. What? Oh, I'm gonna go check out the dungeon. Oh, thank you, random floating water source. Okay, the chests are empty. But in case you're ever wondering on how to find a spawner, basically what you have to do is make a world in 1.21, slowly downgrade it, and find a mesa. And then obviously just all the clay will disappear, and that's how you get the spawner. So thank you for watching. Like, comment, subscribe for more interesting content like this. For whatever reason, the game is not figuring out that this is like light. So they're not burning to death. I am also making the call that I think I'm just gonna go to the Nether and basically see if that's still as busted as it was. Oh, this is not the same. This is definitely not the same Nether. This is a new Nether. Yeah, it's definitely, look, the lava's updating there. Like, my legitimate plan at this point might actually just be to wait to the days drop, which I know is a bit of a lame way to do things, but like I say, after a while, I've done everything I can 3 times over. The only thing that's left for me to do is to potentially get a wither. Problem with doing that, which is something I'm not really wanting to do, if I go and get a wither, which is absolutely like a possibility, I'd have to go get looting, and then I'd have to go and do it, and I'd only have 10 days to do it, which is enough time, but then it would just go instantly, so there's not really much of a point. So I think I'm going to do and just see what happens next. I'm going to see if I kept going, what happens. So I'm just going to wait for 5 days, basically, and then we're going to drop it, and then we're just going to kick it from there. This should be, if I've done my maths right, day 85 that we're about to sleep to, so that means we're about to drop the version to 1.4. Okay. Well, to be fair, 1.4 was just redstone. The only interesting thing I am interested to see in 1.4 is the fact that now this. I wonder if this will be the same Nether with no quartz or just a brand new Nether. Let's have a look. This is the exact same Nether, but definitely a lack of quartz. Next one will be interesting as we enter day 90, because obviously 1.4 added these bad boys. They added the carrots, the potatoes. And obviously they're about to not be a thing. So I wonder if I assume they're just going to be deleted. And 1.3 is here on day 90. So, night. Should not be night. I just slept. Now day. We're now day. So, the anvil is gone as expected. The crops are also gone as, you know, that's kind of expected as well. Now, the interesting one is obviously because we're in 1.3, we're about to drop to 1.2. And the reason that's interesting is because 1.3 added the temples and both the jungle and the desert. I'm actually kind of interested to know, will this temple just disappear? Will it stay there because it's already built into the world? How will that work? So this should be day 95, going into version 1.2. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to 1.2 for the final 5 days, and then on day 100 we'll turn it to 1.0. We are missing 1.1, but I mean 1.1 added like nothing worthwhile, so let's see what happens. Oh, what the? Oh my goodness gracious. I don't know why I spawned on the floor there. And the temple is still here. That scared the jeebs out of me, for the record. For the record, it looks like I still have all my things and stuff. No, we only have one more to go. We legitimately only have one more to go, and that is 1.0. I can't believe that this exact world that started in 1.21. I'm almost tempted, as silly as it sounds, to when I reach 1.0 to take it all the way back to 1.2. And this is it. Minecraft version 1.0.0. The original. Oh, what the hell? Did not see that one coming. Yeah, these are the same quarters before. My entire world reset. I did not expect a final reset. We are technically on day 100, by the way. Like, this is the end. To reach day 100, the world resetting on me was not something I expected. I don't think changing the world from 1.2 to 1.0 changed anything. That would have happened regardless whether I did it to 1.1 or 1.0. That's still very strange to know that it reset now of all time. So 30 days ago, I asked a simple question. If I started in Minecraft 1.21 and every 5 days I slowly downgraded the world to the point where I am now at 1.0, can I survive 100 days? And the answer is yes, I absolutely can. The problem with doing it is that you are likely to lose your inventory, I think, on 3 separate occasions. You're likely to reset your world. I think this is the 4th time you're doing it. You're likely to face at least 20 crashes during that time. And so I can safely say, I did it. Please don't do it yourself. It was fun to see the world break apart, but here we are now on a honestly basic 1.0 world. Everybody, I really appreciate you watching this video, this experiment of a sorts, and I will see you in the next one. Take care, everybody. Goodbye.